Mark, not Mark.
Hey guys, Mark Not Mark here at PAX West 2023. It is day 3 and I am here with the lovely
Bunny from Nomnivore Games.
Nomnivore Games. Tell me a little bit about this because I love my tabletop. I remember talking to you a little bit about this.
Yeah.
Like, what is Nomnivore Games? Like, what kind of stuff do you make?
Yeah, so here at Nomnivore Games, our whole focus is on accessibility in gaming. So basically making games from our cute little card games to all the way up to our epic tabletop RPG more accessible for more people. Some of the ways that we do that is we work on making everything ADHD and dyslexia friendly.
Oh, so this is right up my alley. I'm unmedicated. I need something to help out here.
No worries. Usually people come up to our booth and they just like point, stare, and they're just like, "That's me," and we're like, "Yeah, I can tell now."
All right, what inspired you to make something like to start on stuff like this?
Yeah, so our head developer, his name is Derek. He is a mental health professional, so that is his background, but he's also just a huge nerd. So he decided to take it upon himself to making games that are far more accessible, because when you play some of these bigger RPGs, they're not beginner friendly. They're a lot harder for people who might have reading difficulties or just attention difficulties. But it doesn't mean that they should be excluded from any of these games. So we try to develop something that really ticks a lot of boxes for people, both who are new or even veterans of tabletop and gaming, and just making something where more people can be included.
So more games for me to collect shiny rocks and cards and stuff,
Yes.
and roll them, all that
Yes.
fun stuff.
You can roll dice, you can play with cards. We try to get a little bit of everything.
All right, so I'm looking back here and I see this game,
Yeah.
Emberwind. Tell
Yeah.
me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Emberwind is our multi-award-winning epic tabletop RPG. The short end of it is you can play with or without a GM, so if you don't have a good GM or you're the forever GM, you finally get a chance to play. I know, I see your eyes, you're just like, We also, you could play it single player, so if all of your friends suck or you're just like, I'm really tired of you guys, like I just need my alone time, you can even play this by yourself. You can play with friends. We provide plenty of support if you want to play on Roll20 and Tabletop Simulator. You can play with dice, you can play with cards. You can play however you want. Our rules are a single sheet of paper, so it's really easy to pick up and just get started. And then we allow you to customize it absolutely however you want. Take whatever rules that you enjoy and whatever you enjoy about tabletop, do that. If you don't like something, just throw that away.
So it's completely modular.
Absolutely. You can basically do whatever you want.
That is really, really cool. If you don't mind me asking, what is your position in all this?
Yeah, so my position is I'm basically head of logistics, so I helped with coordinating everything. I do shipping, handling, coordinating convention stuff, coordinating all of the staff, making sure that everything goes where it needs to go and gets to wherever it needs to get to.
Okay.
I also like to help a little bit with a bit of the development side, just because I like to have I like to be a little bit creative. I really enjoy creative problem solving, so whenever Derek's just like, hey, can I get your opinion on stuff? I'm just like, yes, I can be useful, as if I don't already do enough work.
So what you're telling me is you're one of the people that don't get sleep around here.
Sleep? What's sleep? Who needs sleep when you have caffeine?
Preaching to the choir on that one. And we're in Seattle, so caffeine's everywhere.
I know, you can't like roll a die without hitting a coffee shop.
Oh man, so you are clearly very attached to this.
Yes.
Where are you guys based out of, if I can ask that?
So the head development team is based out of Toronto, Canada. That's where everything started. We also have artists that are in Canada, in the US. We have artists and musicians even that help with our soundtrack. They're all the way in Europe.
I'm sorry, there's a soundtrack?
Yeah, so we're working on music for Emberwind that you can play as a background to our stories. And then I'm based out of New York.
That is really, really cool.
Everyone likes background music when they're playing.
Listen, one, I already mentioned ADHD. Two, I am an audiophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a game that speaks volumes to me because not only because of ADHD, but also I'm a veteran with like a few other. I'm not all right up there.
Yeah. One of the great things about our game too is that we get picked up by a lot of after-school activities who are running RPG events at like their schools, so we have people picking that up. We get picked up by some therapists that use it as play therapy. We even have a wonderful team member that volunteers with us who is in the military, and he's run Emberwind with some of his veteran friends to help kind of work through some PTSD and get through some of that. It's just a versatile tool that you can use for however you want to, and it's all about like what you need, and we're trying to provide those things.
That is really, really cool to see. And I'm looking at your mascot, and it looks so cute. What's the little guy's name?
Yeah, so he is our Nomnivore. He's basically, you know, that like ADHD friend who's just going around causing trouble looking for snacks to like steal from people? He's the embodiment of that.
He is the embodiment of Kremlin energy.
Yes, he really is. They cause so much trouble. They just want to eat all of your snacks. They're just little chaos monsters, but they're so cute. How can you not love them? All of our Nomnivore art is actually done by Jin, who is Derek's wife. What I love about our cute card games is, so we have 2 card games right now. We have Snack Attack and Dungeons and Dinos.
Ooh.
Yes.
You said dinos, and I know somebody back at home that loves dinos. Tell me a little more about that one.
Yeah, so the quick end of it is Snack Attack is about hoarding snacks and sabotaging your friends. So your mom came home with all these tasty treats and she wants you to share, but no, we're not going to share. We're going to try to hoard them all for ourselves, and our siblings are not happy about it. And then Dungeons and Dinos is basically a dungeon crawl with cards, but the backstory of it is because you didn't share your snacks, your mom punished you, sent you to the attic to go clean it, but because you're so ADHD, our little Nomnivores ended up finding their dad's old D&D manual that they couldn't read, used it as inspiration to go on their own make-believe adventure with their own rules, getting anything that isn't nailed down, anyone willing or not to participate with them.
Okay. That actually sounds like a fun, chaotic time. I do know that a lot of people like to go off book or off module completely. Do these games allow for that? Like,
yeah, I mean, you can always homebrew your own rules. We kind of have a set system for our card games, but we also have some make your own cards that are included in our expansion. So if you wanted to add fun characters, monsters, items, anything like that, we have that available to you. And then for our tabletop, Emberwind, we heavily encourage homebrewing. We even have a community Discord that anyone can join, and we actually encourage people to share all of their fun, chaotic stories, all their homebrew monsters, because you can make your own monsters, and anything that you go on. One of the cool things about Emberwind too is we don't have any races, so you can be whatever you want, because races add stats, which can add limitations to character creation,
right.
And we don't want that, because we want you to truly play how you want.
Just be who you want to be. Now, I only have like one more real important question.
Yeah.
Distribution. When it comes to like distribution, is it like online only, or would I be able to try and go to a game shop and have them order that so I can buy it through them? Like,
yeah.
How is that? Is it? Because
Yeah.
I see like pre-orders and whatnot.
Yeah, so we have pre-orders of some of our stuff, like our plushies for pre-order. We're gonna have Kickstarters for a bunch of the new stuff that we're coming out with. Mm-hmm. We do have a website. It's nomnivoregames.com. We also have Emberwind, which is gonna be on that website as well, so you can order anything you want from us. We're actually, because I'm out of New York and I came on as the logistics coordinator, I'm working on more distribution throughout the U.S. because it's a little hard when it comes from Canada. So you get a save on shipping now that when you order from us, and then we're hoping to get into distribution companies, as well as we have been picked up by some game stores, so you can find us in game stores as well.
Okay, that's actually really cool, because I would love to get my hands on it. And what are some of the prices are we looking at here, if I can ask that?
Yeah, no worries. We're completely transparent about it, and you're going to find out sooner or later. So Snack Attack runs $25, Dungeons and Dinos is $35, and Emberwind, any of our books are $50, but they include free PDFs that are updated for life, so you're always going to get those updates no matter what. They also include any assets for playing online, like I mentioned before, Roll20 Tabletop Sim. Mm-hmm. And we have a full website with a bunch of free stuff for you as well if you play Emberwind, like monsters, character creation. Our rules are on our website too, because they're just a single sheet of paper. I could try to sell you a piece of paper, but instead we just threw it on a website.
That's actually really dope of y'all.
Yeah, we try to respect your dollars, respect your time. We don't charge you any subscriptions, nothing like that.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for taking the time out to talk to me about all this. I love what you guys are doing. I love this little guy. I'm like, I
He's
want
so
to.
soft. Have you touched?
No, because if I touch it, I'm taking him home.
I will chase you down if you try to run away with our plushie. So don't worry about that.
All right, I'm Mark, not Mark.
I'm Bonnie from Nomnivore Games.
And thank you for joining us today.